As part of the performance management process, most companies will require an individual development plan or IDP after the performance review. Due to COVID-19, many training and development were shelved. This raises the question, is the IDP still required? Even though many employees appreciate development, it is no secret that most IDP fail. Here's a couple of reasons why it fell. 1. Lack of ownership from both employees and the managers. 2. The competencies to be developed did not match the interests of the employee. Today I'll talk about the relevance of IDP and how to conduct the conversation using motivational interviewing and scaling questions, which are frequently used in coaching. This approach has been proven to help people uncover their motivation for making a desired change. Hello everyone, I'm Anna Tan. I'm the founder of We CEO, short for We Carry Each Other. In this channel, I will share tips and HR ideas on career and how to navigate the pandemic while maximizing your talent and your strength. I release a video every week, so make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button. Before we go into IDP, just a quick background why companies are rushing into making it an integral part of the performance management system. There is a framework called CPO which explains it very well. C are the competencies or skills of the employees, and P is the passion, which is the interest or the intrinsic motivation of the employees. O stands for organisational needs, which are activities or services greatly needed and valued by an organisation. When they converge, it is supposed to deliver extraordinary performance. It sounds awfully simple, but as the two components are human related, this is where the challenge lies. Let me share a real-life example of an IDP which didn't go well. The case involves a young talent, Lisa, who was struggling to meet deadlines. Instead of looking into the issue, the boss told her that she has poor time management. Lisa was then sent off to a time management training where she spent the next 3 days being trained on goal setting, prioritization. These are concepts she's already familiar with. Later, it turned out that Lisa was not poor in time management, but suffering from micromanagement. Her boss is the perfectionist type and expects things to be done his way or the highway. All she wants is for her boss to let go and empower her more. It would be appropriate to say that the boss is the one who needs help, and an IDP discussion is long overdue. During an IDP discussion, most managers would try to persuade the employee to develop capabilities which they think are important for the organization. This is usually done without taking into consideration the employee's interest in that development. When this happens, employees will feel that it is just a bureaucratic tick in a box to comply with HR KPI rather than a genuine effort to develop them. The goal of an IDP is not to do something to somebody else. Hence, you must set up a situation where your employees can do something for themselves. We all know that we as human beings need our own reason for doing something. Once we have found that reason, we are more likely to do it and sustain that behavior. So here's Jack, the perfectionist manager, is meeting his boss, Rose, to prepare his IDP. Rose has gotten wind of Jack's style and wanted to help him change. How would she do it? Like most of us, when we approach a situation where we perceive that the behavior is bad, we feel we must force the situation for the good of the person. She could tell Jack, change your style as it's not good to be micromanaging. Or she could bribe him, change your style and I promise to promote you. You all know that none of this is effective. When you approach things from a judging perspective and label the behavior as bad, our tone and intention will be reflected in the conversation. So let's try another way. The motivational interview has been proven to be extremely effective in helping people make the change by finding their own reasons. It requires you to ask the following question. First question is to assess the importance or readiness to change. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you want to make the change right now? 1 is not important and 10 is very important. When the person gives you a score, the second question to ask is, what led you to choose that score instead of a lower number? Let's see how Ross applied this to the IDP discussion. On a scale of 1 to 10, how ready are you to let go and empower your team? Jack, I'm a 2 from a scale of 10. Typically, most bosses will be very frustrated with the 2 because they expect managers to be managing, not micromanaging. Ross is probably fuming, but instead she said, okay, you're a 2. And ask the second question. What led you to pick the number and not a lower one? This throws Jack off a bit. He expects to hear, why are you only a 2? You should be a 9 as you are leading a big team. All of a sudden, Jack has to come up with reason why he is not a 1. He starts to say, well, when I was not around last month, my team managed to complete a critical project on time. They also solved a lot of complicated technical issues and the customer was very happy with the result. The team seems to collaborate well with each other. What is Jack doing? He is recalling moments when the team was able to work independently in his absence. Rather than thinking they are a bunch of incompetent half-wits, he starts to see a skillful and collaborative team who solve problems well and cares about the customer. And he starts to see the benefit of empowering the team. From here, Rose can start to work with Jack on specific actions to be an empowered manager based on the 70-20-10 rule of development. Here's an example. What you want is to allocate 70% of your development to hands-on experience, 20% to exposure such as coaching or mentoring, and 10% to education. The time management training which Lisa attended is categorized under education. You can see that training is not the silver bullet for all ills. Be sure to talk with your team and invite them to co-create the development solution and always offer your support. What support do you need from me? Or how can I support you in this journey? A successful IDP is when you are able to address your team's motivation to learn and develop competencies required by your organization. If you are going into an IDP discussion, I encourage you to use motivational interviewing and scaling questions to uncover your team's motivation. This is the first step. Once they find it, they will summon their 2 good friends, conviction and courage, to do it together and make the change. Thank you for stopping by to watch this. If you have found this video useful, make sure you subscribe and share with your friends who can also benefit from it. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.